When discovering new brands, for me it comes down to basically 4 pillars. They are inspiration, innovation, design, and implementation. Most new or existing brands will at least aim to nail 3 of those things, and will usually claim to nail all 4, but claims in marketing material rarely adds up to the product in hand. This is not particularly rare in our world. When was the last time you saw an ad for a bank claiming to be so very unbank-like, with smiling faces and talk of unrivaled customer service, only to have to deal with said bank and have the reality be the exact opposite? SYE, which stands for Start Your Engine, is a microbrand with a genuine claim to nail all 4, with the innovation part being incredibly impressive. In fact, mind-bogglingly so. And I'm incredibly impressed by what they have achieved. The strap system, which I'll cover in detail, is quite incredible from a small brand without the enormous resources of a large factory brand. Before we cover that, let's talk about how they present themselves. I asked for a watch to review and had an immediate and friendly reply. You can't underestimate that. Reviewers are customers too, you know. One of my favorite animated movies of all time is a French movie called Renaissance, which I'll link up in the description. It turns out that Arnaud behind the brand is also a fan, and you'll notice some fantastic art sprinkled through the website, emails, and packaging. He engaged an established and experienced artist to create this artwork, and at least to me, it tells the story of motorsport action, and perhaps even a little bit of the old music video to Aha's Take On Me song. And that's high praise indeed. Most models are available to buy right now, but the one I have on hand today is the MOT1ON Chronograph with the model name of Bullitt. For anyone with more than a casual interest in Steve McQueen's career, this brings vision of a certain green Mustang fastback tearing through the streets of San Francisco. This is a limited edition in titanium, but don't let that put you off. There are plenty of models on offer that are not limited. So, should you buy your own? Yes, absolutely you should, and let me tell you why. I mentioned the packaging in my intro, and I don't always show that in my videos, but this is worth a look. In fact, the unboxing and strap solution will be covered before sizes and close-up watch this time. The reason shall be self-evident. First, you're presented with the illustration of a man in a helmet and suit wearing what's about to be your watch. Pulling out the black box and opening it presents you with an interesting set of what almost seems to be spare parts. We have a watch, a round flat backplate, a blue bolt, and a custom-made tool of some sort that's also signed with the S from the brand. The back of the watch is signed with the brand name in the cursive writing they sometimes use. Some specs, and in this instance also the limited number being 1 out of 50. There is however no strap, curiously, but after an initial small bout of panic that this was missing, I noticed a small drawer as well, and this contains a very unusual looking strap. The option chosen here is the full grain Italian leather strap with blue stitching and a blue inside color. It feels fantastic. As you can see here, SYE has developed a custom-made strap that allows a fully fitted leather strap solution. Now this to me is nothing short of amazing. Here's a small microbrand that's created its own approach to custom fitted leather straps that fit like a glove and feel solid both on and off the watch. I know how difficult this is to achieve in general, not to mention coming up with a mechanical solution that both looks fantastic but also sits flush to the case and is as secure as any other option. All you need to do is to slot in the strap in the grooves, attach the back plate, and use the custom tool to screw in the bolt, and you're done. There are many different straps available, in fact more than 12, and even a steel option, so you're well looked after if you want options. This is true innovation on display, and if you're like me and you're already sold on the look of the watch, the awesome artwork, not to mention its fantastic strap system, it makes it difficult to not reach for the old credit card and start buying immediately. So let's cover sizes here then. I measured the diameter at about 40.5mm, 43.5 including the pushers, and the lug-to-lug, well, roughly where the leather starts sloping down to 42mm. It's 13.9mm thick, and the total weight including the strap is 75 grams. On my 19cm wrist, it wears very well, but it's at the limit with the strap length, I'd say. It leaves 3 slots free and only just reaches the second loop. SYE are working on slightly longer straps as an option, but they are proud in having achieved a strap that fits wrists all the way from 15cm to 20cm, and so they should be. Moving on to the watch face, it's more great news with only one small issue. This lovely dark green color that can vary from green to grey depending on the light is perfect in my eyes. This sort of forest green with a brushed finish looks very good from a distance and nearby as well. It also happens to match the classic fastback color from the movie Bullitt. The indices are all applied and polished, which means they glitter and reflect away in the light. The fairly generic logo is printed and not too large, and even the date complication is large enough to see for once, with some nice beveling around the date to enhance it slightly. The chronograph functions allows timing up to 60 minutes, and a 24-hour display is a dead giveaway that behind the dial here we got a Seiko VK64 engine. This is a mecha quartz movement, and what I like here is that there's no tick in seconds at 6. So there's nothing giving away the fact that this is a hybrid battery movement. The timing seconds function sweeps away, and if you want to leave that on in lieu of a seconds hand, you can, but you probably shouldn't. The blueprint above the chronograph disappears. Either you don't mind that or it bothers you. I don't care personally, but perhaps a light grey would be a better choice on this green dial. The small issue I mentioned is that the tachymeter surrounding the dial is misaligned. This is something you'll only see on close-up, but it would be wrong of me not to point this out. The seconds hand does line up perfectly at 12, but the 60 of the tachymeter does not. Lucky you can't really see it, I guess. The push-pull crown is easy to use, as is the pushers. They are all set into a titanium case, which is the raw and underrated form of titanium that I personally love. It's a grey, natural finish with a textured feel. It's quite industrial, and the contrast and transition over to the fine leather really does it for me. The flat sapphire crystal that is set into the fixed bezel is very good, but if I had to be picky, could do with another few layers of AR coating. The Lume is what it is, which is to say it's pretty ordinary with just Lume on the hands and also a small pip above the logo. This could perhaps be improved in future with some fun treatment on the indices. This is a sponsored video, as in I get to keep the watch. But I tell you what, that has no effect at all on my assessment. My integrity is more important to me, and Arno has had no input in my review at all. He's seeing it for the first time as you are. This is a brilliant piece that has so much going for it and is meeting the brief on the 4 pillars of a great product. It's attractive, incredibly innovative, great value at €580, and I will gladly wear this for a long time to come. I can't wait to see what else SYE watches will come up with. There are already automatic options, and I could see so many more motorsport inspired watches coming up. So what do you think? Will you add this to your collection like I asked you to do, or will you hold off? Let me know in the comments, and thank you again for watching.